What really changed in that last 5 minutes when you guys were able to go on that run to close out the game?
I would say our energy. We put in the press, and that provided a boost for us. We were able to get steals out of it and convert off that. So I feel like the press really messed with them tonight.
Kobe, you had a career high 17 on 33 minutes. How did you like your increased role tonight?
Oh, it felt awesome. Just being out there doing whatever I can to help this team win. That's why I'm here. What I continue to do.
Yeah, and 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. How have you kind of tried to steady up your three-point shot?
Yeah, so I started off the year, kind of shaky. I didn't make a three for like the first 5 games. But I had people around me that kept that confidence in me to continue shooting. So I just kept on shooting, and they fell tonight for me.
You guys had some scoring droughts, and Coach Enfield mentioned that some of them were missed shots. What do you guys really attribute some of those droughts to tonight?
Sometimes we can get stagnant offense, not move the ball around enough, and I think that kind of leads to, the bad shots. But once we get the ball moving, cutting, just moving that thing, I think we can be a really good team, and that's when our shots start falling in.
Kobe, what changed defensively in the second half? They made a really high percentage in the second half. It was about half the same percentage.
I feel like our zone kind of messed them up a little bit. Going in that zone threw them off, and that zone's been very effective for us the entire year. So I feel like the zone really helped us. We had to convert on every missed shot they had, just getting the energy again, like I said.
Josh, Coach said that he told you to miss that second free throw. What was kind of the execution game plan there?
So yeah, he did tell me to miss the free throw. I'm not exactly that used to it, like going the aimed ones, but he just gave me advice. He said try and shoot off the back rim. That's what happened, and then it kind of bounced back to me in the end, which he didn't plan, but I was very not mad at it. And then kind of, I kind of thought, it went off their hands, but either way, I think it worked out. It worked out pretty well either way in the end.
How have you felt kind of improving in the pick and roll game? Because it felt like a lot of the opportunities that you and Kajani were getting were on that pick and roll.
Yeah, I mean, we went in the game when we were scouting them. They said they normally don't tag too much off the back action, so we were really coming in, looking in for the pick and roll. And, we've been working with our guards because sometimes we don't always hit the pick and roll. So we've been working on that all week, and, this game we really just got into it, and then, the results kind of speak for itself.
They're not a real great three-point shooting team, but they hit 6 in the first half. Does that really hurt you guys' momentum defensively when they start to hit those shots and you guys aren't really scoring on the other end?
I mean, if they're hitting shots, you kind of just have to adjust, As you said, we kind of knew they weren't like the best shooting team, but all of a sudden they turned into the Golden State Warriors. So, that's just something you have to adjust to. And kind of in the second half, we, locked in. We're like, okay, now they're hitting threes, so we have to treat them as a team that's shooting threes. And, we made that adjustment, and then their three-point percentage went down. So they're a pretty high one, but yeah, I think our defense really improved in the second half because we were more locked into how they were playing, just opposed to how we thought they were going to play based on the scout.
Josh, what was the message from Andy and the staff at halftime?
Oh, they were on us, honestly, and deservedly so. We weren't making the best plays. We were being a bit soft on offense and defense. So they told us. Enfield never says anything that's out of line. He always just shoots straight, tells us the truth, and being a good team, you just have to take the truth and then get into the second half, and you got to improve.
Question for both of you guys. I know you talked about the press in the final 3 minutes of the game, but just where did your motivation kind of come from to finish out that game strong? Those last 3 minutes, I should say.
I think for me personally, I didn't want to have another Florida Gulf Coast incident, especially at home. And we had a couple close losses against Tennessee and Wisconsin because we just weren't closing out the game. So, for me, even though I wasn't up there in the press, the entire time I was thinking that we got to close this game out because we can't let another one slip through our fingers.
What's kind of the strategy going into the game against Cal State Fullerton?
We hadn't even got to the scout
yet. Just like every other team, we're going to take them seriously, go over film, scout tomorrow, hopefully, and prepare for them like we would prepare for any other team. We're not going to take them lightly. We're not going to, whatever the record is, we're not going to make anything of it. We're just going to go in there and just continue to play our game.
Just for Kobe, you had 7 points, 2 steals that final 5 minutes when you got in the press. What really changed for you?
Just energy. Just they were being careless with the ball, so it made them pay for it. If they're going to be careless with it, I'm going to take it. Straight up.
Anything else?
Yeah, just one last one real quick. Drew Peterson had 6 assists tonight, one of the, veteran leaders on this team. What kind of a role does he play, and how does he kind of help the underclassmen?
No, everybody on this team looks at Drew as a leader, and we look at him to depend on him in these situations most of the time. But he wasn't shooting the best today. He didn't have the best shooting game, but he still does what he does. He makes plays for others. He makes plays for himself, and we're gonna continue to look for Drew to help us out throughout the year, and just keep on looking for him to lead us.